Got a couple of soda crackers and
I see. We're down to the Lance crackers.
Ice cold coffee.
Are you
I
going to
tell
be
you,
down there this
you
year?
guys
doing, photos?
yeah.
Yeah, Bill will be at our show this
Yeah.
year, and boy, there's a guy to see. Get some nice photos of your cars and all the different kinds of products he's got that get your car on, and the calendars and everything else. So see Bill when he's walking down
Takes
there.
everybody to make it work.
Oh, yeah.
Digert said to me day one, Lance, you got to hook your wagons. You hook your wagon with Bill Mergens. He's going to provide something where you're an asset to him, he's an asset to you. You got a good solid connection there. Yep. You get the next person, the AACA club, this one, that one, the other one, and you put everybody together, and that group effort comes out to one, a fabulous fun day, and two, you're helping kids go to college with that one.
Yeah, no, that's scholarships for Venice High School, open to anybody.
Yeah.
Okay, could be a girl wanting to go to secretarial school.
Right.
She's,
that's
eligible.
Yeah.
Cool.
Very
That's open
cool.
to
This is
everybody.
for further education, and that's
Good
what it's
deal.
for. And we get the nicest kids. I'll tell you that thing is we're so appreciative of is they when they come and get their awards, they tell us a little bit about themselves at our club meeting. But during a year, and even sometimes into the next year, we get the nicest letters back and notes.
Yeah.
Way back, they haven't forgotten us a year later.
Yeah, they don't.
They really appreciate it. Those are good kids. I mean, you know what? Most of the kids today are good. We all got some that, like anything else, they have some their problems, but
That's
most
cool.
kids today are really ready
That's
to go.
cool.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, what we're going to do, we're going to show the folks some cars, and Mr. Mergens, I'll tell you what, why don't you pass that along to Bill. Photos by Mr. Terry Lewis.
Ooh, look at what he did this time. He's really stepping out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, he put that collage together. Check this out.
Do we know what this one is, Bill? 1933 Dodge.
And they built some beautiful cars, didn't they? You'd think it's a foreign classic almost, with the design of that front end.
One of 20 that are estimated to exist. It's family owned since 57. Holy mackerel.
Look at the bottom of the radiator sloping out. They called it the shovel nose effect, and it was very popular on Packards and Dodges. That was a big thing for a few years. They had that.
Humble seat.
Yeah, with pretty lines. Look at that.
On the back almost looks like a Chevy.
Yeah, actually, I believe they said there's only, about 20 of these left?
20 of them left, yeah.
That they know of.
And this is not a Roadster. That's a convertible Cabriolet with the roll-up windows. And that was getting to be more and more popular as Roadsters were beginning to go by the wayside. Didn't want to fight with the side curtains.
Yeah.
Yeah, it made sense. I mean, it's most of these vehicles were still produced in the snowy areas for the most part because that's where people were living at that point. 1939 Plymouth sedan.
In that year, they had those square headlights on quite a few different cars, just for a year, and they disappeared again.
This one looks very well done.
Yeah, it's a 383 that's in there.
That was the first year of a column shift on the Plymouth too.
And again, interesting paint schemes. Not that the paint is so unusual, but I like the way he followed the lines. They picked up on, on the body lines and filled it in accordingly.
On the older classics, you can do that more so than you can on the stuff that they produce
Yeah.
today. You
Yeah,
can't.
you have
almost
some real
you can't
lines
do
to
it.
follow.
Right.
Uh-huh.
There's no lines like that to follow.
They just don't
that
build
is
them like
very
that
cool.
anymore.
No.
Oh, there's
Look at this.
1953 Willys.
how popular those were too.
Of course, you got to remember that this one is in Colorado, so you see a lot more four-wheel drives and Jeeps and that type of thing in the shows there. Many of these are show cars, but they also are used in the off-season for a lot of things, hunting.
There's so many features you could get on them with the winches on the front.
Yeah.
And they had
And
so
some-
utility,
In some of those vehicles, you just could not get those stuck.
No.
They just went and went. Boy, that I just can't even think of when I've seen one like that recently. 1955 Plymouth Belvedere.
I mean, Plymouth and Dodge, I mean, it's just stuff that wasn't prevalent around, most at 55, you're going to find it in a Chevy,
And that's when they got
100 to
away,
1.
got away finally too from
Yeah.
the old slowpoke 6-cylinders, got into those V8s, got away from the fluid drive and got into the shifts.
And this, this is a post car as
drive.
well, so I mean, it wasn't something that was real popular. It's
Yeah.
amazing that it really even survived.
Good bang for your buck. You got a lot of car for the money when you bought those.
Yeah.
Look at that
Yeah.
pretty dash.
Well built.
Look how
yeah.
futuristic that flight swept designs they used to call them on those years on the Mopars. They featured that on
Gets
door
me is the
panels.
size of those steering wheels.
Yeah, well, no
Yeah.
power steering, you needed them to
You
turn.
needed them, right?
needed
Without
them.
power
You needed
steering, you
leverage.
needed them.
Yeah.
They weren't that hard to steer, but it gave you a lot better feel.
You got to be thinking about what you were driving back then.
There's a nice luxury boat that is, they got a Chrysler.
Yeah, 54 Chrysler, New York, Deluxe.
That New Yorker was their flagship for so many years.
331 Hemi.
I like the chrome.
Yeah, that
On the sides.
lots of bands of chrome.
It's all quite a bit original. Original air filter, master cylinder.
The V8s were just really becoming popular in so many cars, and everybody had those V's on them, on those decks and the hood. They
was
want to
it?
make sure
Yeah.
you knew that was a V8
What was the
in there.
first year for the V8?
Well, technically,
In this car, I mean, Chrysler's?
Yeah.
Chrysler's, I think, were
'Cause we
before
had one in there.
Yeah, well, that was 54.
53.
Oh, 55 was the first
55.
Plymouth.
Is that a
Well, 53,
Oh, look at
53
this.
Dodge
Challenger?
had it,
What is it?
This one is a
Challenger.
1970 Dodge Challenger.
Challenger.
RT.
Oh, yeah.
Shaker hood. Love that design.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see any CUDAs in the ones you sent us.
yeah. Okay, Bill, what is it?
What is it?
This is the RT. Charger RT.
No?
It's yellow.
Oh, that was you supposed to ask Mark that.
Loud.
I don't know
wanna
what
see
color.
if you knew.
Oh, okay. Well, this one, I can tell you what this one is. This one's red.
Okay.
Red
Yeah.
with a black stripe.
Yeah.
Now this is a 70.
Yeah. So this is really the same year. Matching numbers car.
I like.
But again, even though
Yeah.
it's the same year, totally different as far as the hood setup is concerned.
Yeah.
The graphics are different.
And boy, they're holding their value.
Oh, yeah. Not just
The Mo-
holding, they're
the-
going up.
The Mopar line is just,
They are
just
going
there
up.
right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I guess we got stuck in these 70s, huh? Here's another 70. This is a factory 426 Hemi.
Now this is not an RT though.
Right.
What is this one?
100,000.
But it's purple, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm telling you.
That's not your grandmother's car.
No.
No.
A lot less graphics on this one, but a little bit more plain from that standpoint. Look at this
Now
thing.
that's a nice
Whoa.
color scheme on that. That's interesting.
I mean, that doesn't even, it's a 1970 Plymouth Roadrunner, 446 pack. But incredible
Look at the
design.
difference between the 70 Roadrunner and the 70
Yeah.
Challenger.
Tell someone what a six-pack is, because I hear people saying, what is a six-pack?
Well, you go
I know
down,
what it
it's
is,
like
but-
Coors and, and that's,
Oh.
no.
Try to give
see
them a
what I mean,
lead
Bill?
in, and
You see what I mean, Bill?
right straight to the bar.
Yeah.
You give them
Well,
a straight line.
Six,
Yeah, yeah.
six carburetors, of course, is what you have, but it's
I mean, really, some
three
people
deuces.
don't know.
Yeah,
This helps them to.
yeah. So it's essentially, the three deuces is what it is. Six pack is what they call it. And but look how he carried it, all the way through. He took it around the back, up over the top,
that
through
is-
the engine
and the color,
compartment.
And the color combination.
Yeah, who would have ever thought of that?
That engine compartment was sweet. Very well.
Yep.
Yes, it is. 1964, Plymouth Fury, Max Wedge.
Ooh.
Ooh. There you go.
Now this was, of course, as you're probably picking up on, this was an all Mopar show, but Terry said that, there was a lot of newer cars as well.
Right.
And